You shift your reality the instant you choose to embody the version of yourself you keep imagining. This isn't something you achieve after years of effort or layers of permission from the universe. It happens in the moment you decide to claim a different identity, when you step into a new internal posture that says, I am already the person who lives this life. You're not waiting for the world to reorganize itself before you take a step. You initiate the movement. You broadcast the signal. You create the conditions through your state, not through external circumstance. To begin this shift, you need a clear and honest snapshot of where you stand right now. Imagine pressing play on a documentary about your current life. Watch yourself move through an average day from the outside. Observe your routines without judgment, your mornings, your conversations, the way you pause before answering a question, the decisions you make on autopilot. Pay attention to how you carry yourself when you're working, resting, or interacting with someone you care about. Notice the subtle tone of your inner dialogue, the emotional climate that follows you around like background music, and the patterns you fall into without thinking. This first picture isn't meant to limit you. It's meant to reveal the identity you've unconsciously chosen. It shows you the character you've been playing in your own story. Sometimes this identity feels comfortable and familiar, but not necessarily aligned with your highest expression. Recognizing your starting point doesn't lock you into it, it frees you. You cannot shift from a place you refuse to acknowledge. When you see yourself clearly, you create the energetic leverage needed for transformation. Now, gently erase that mental screen and begin constructing an entirely new scene, one that feels more like a future memory than a fantasy. This is not a picture of you trying to reach your ideal reality. This is you inhabiting it fully. Let this version of your life unfold with as much sensory detail as possible. See yourself stepping into a room with a presence that feels grounded, confident, or serene. Imagine the way your voice sounds, maybe more assured, more compassionate, more direct, or more expressive. Notice how you breathe when you're aligned with your purpose. See how you listen with awareness, how you respond with clarity, how you create without hesitation. Let your imagination fill in the atmosphere around you. The clothes you choose because they make you feel powerful or peaceful. The environments that support your creativity. The kinds of conversations that elevate your energy. The opportunities that seem to appear effortlessly. Allow yourself to picture the little details too, how you drink your morning coffee, the texture of your workday, your posture when you walk, your facial expressions when you feel fulfilled. Every one of these elements contributes to the vibration of the reality you want to embody. Most importantly, tune into the energy of this ideal version of you. What qualities radiate from them? Are they clearer, more decisive, more joyful, more compassionate, more creative, more enthusiastic, more trusting, more bold? Are they operating from peace or from excitement, from purpose or from curiosity? Let their energy fill the image until you can feel it in your body. This is your frequency blueprint. Now bring the two images together. Place them side by side in your mind, your current reality and your preferred reality. Don't compare them through the lens of judgment or pressure. Look at them the way a scientist or an artist would examine two variations of the same concept. Notice the contrasts. Observe the differences in body language, emotional tone, routines, habits, boundaries, and choices. Each contrast is a clue. Each difference represents a shift in vibration, a shift in identity. These differences are not shortcomings. They are indicators of direction. They reveal the energetic space between where you are and where you are naturally drawn to evolve. They clarify what aspects of your desired version are missing from your current state, not because you're incapable of them, but because you haven't been embodying them yet. They show you exactly what needs to be activated internally, so you can move into the timeline that matches your preferred reality. Your job, then, is to close the gap, not through force, but through identity. Manifestation is not about chasing something outside yourself. It's about stepping into a vibration that already exists within you. When you begin acting like the version of yourself in the preferred image, you initiate an internal shift. When you adopt the thoughts, emotions, and behaviors of that version now, your frequency changes. You no longer wait for external evidence before you shift. You allow your identity to lead the way. Speak with the confidence of the future you. Choose with their clarity. Move with their certainty. Feel with their openness. Think with their perspective. You don't need every detail to be perfect. You only need to hold the state long enough for it to become familiar. As you inhabit this identity, your energy field reorganizes. You calibrate yourself to a new frequency, and the reality that matches that vibration becomes accessible to you. It's not magic, though it may feel magical. It's energetic alignment. You shift realities not by hoping, but by aligning. Hope looks outward, alignment turns inward. Hope waits, alignment acts. Hope asks for reassurance, alignment broadcasts certainty. Every moment, you're presented with a doorway to shift. When you choose the identity of the version of yourself who already lives your ideal life, you begin operating in a frequency where that life feels normal, not extraordinary. Reality doesn't transform slowly. It reorganizes as soon as you do. Time does not create the shift. Identity does. What you experience as time passing is simply your mind adjusting to the new alignment you've allowed. Your reality becomes lighter, clearer, more responsive, and more fluid, because you are no longer resisting the version of yourself you're meant to embody. You're not trying to become someone else. You're choosing which version of yourself to express. All possibilities exist simultaneously, and your imagination doesn't show you visions at random. It shows you the version of you that resonates with your highest path. When you treat that inner vision as your current state, not a distant dream, you activate the shift immediately. You stop postponing your own expansion. You stop waiting to feel ready. You stop negotiating with your limitations. Instead, you move with the energy of someone who knows they belong in the reality they desire. You carry the frequency of someone who is already living their highest expression. You release the idea that you have to earn it, prove it, or wait for the universe to validate your worthiness. You're not waiting for the change. You are the change. You are the moment that shifts everything. You choose who you are, and reality responds.